Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Happy new comic book day, January 24th, 2024. It all rhymes. Hope you guys all found all your books in your cubby, on the new comic book shop wall, or mailed to you. However you guys get your books, I hope that you guys found all the books that you're looking for this week. I know I did here in the loud, mysterious black bag. As usual, before we get dived into that, just reminders. Hey guys, if you like this kind of content, hey, click all the links below, like, comment, subscribe. Helps the YouTube algorithm spread me out like peanut butter so more comic people find my Fun Times channel about comic books. Let's get dived in. I only got 3 books this week, but I'm pretty excited to talk about them. They were all really fun reads. Loud, mysterious black bag out of the way. So book number 3 is... For me this week was Detective Comics issue 1081 by Ram V, art by Federici. The art in this one is actually pretty stunning. There is a lot of really intricate looking painted artwork through this one that's just kind of stellar. I was impressed. I was like, wow, this artwork's really good. And Ramvy's writing through this, though it's not my style for Batman and hasn't been since the beginning. His writing in this one is reads like poetry or prose, and it kind of flows. It's like artwork. This book was definitely like artwork. I got to give it mad props on that for the art and the poetry combined. That told a story and it was entertaining, and I actually had fun with it, even though this isn't usually my jam, like not being like fully more superhero oriented. This is more like an art book that's going on. It still does, I think I said this before, it still does feel like an indie title. Which, with Batman, if that's what you're looking for, man, I highly recommend Detective Comics run right now. It's been a blast. At least for me, it's on and off and on. But if that's what you're looking for, I think you'll really enjoy it. And so in the number 2 spot, I couldn't even fanboy this into number 1 this week, because wait until you see the number 1 book this week. But in the number 2 spot, Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099, issue number 4, with this really awesome cover. I love this cover. Check out that cover. It's an homage there to a classic Amazing Spider-Man cover, except this time we have Miguel O'Hara is being buried and trying to hold the building up. This issue was pretty fun. I can't say there was anything really wrong with it per se. Once it got going, the story was okay, but it wasn't. It's not my favorite of this particular run that we're doing right now. This one was like, you could skip it. But like I've been saying about this Spider-Man 2099 run, is that all the issues have been self-contained stories that you could read by themselves. I wouldn't say you have to read everything in order to fully get the understanding of what's going on. They're very self-contained stories, and this one is no different. I guess I just didn't think that this self-contained story was as good as some of the others. And that personally, that did have a little bit to do with the fact that I didn't really think Terror Inc. was as cool as some of the other people we've introduced. Next week coming up, we have Man-Thing, and that's going to be the final issue. I'm pretty sad that it's the final one, but excited to get my hands on the Man-Thing 2099 issue and see how that plays out. Hopefully this series has been popular enough and is selling enough copies, I don't know, that maybe we'll get another little mini, or the next installment is actually an ongoing. I can only hope for my favorite character. But for a book, and we're going to let's move on to the number 1 book. For a book in a week that Spider-Man 2099 comes out to top the 2099 book, it has to be something special. So nearing the end of its run, I do believe that this is ending at issue 50. We have X-Force 48. And this issue, I'm gonna spoil it a little bit, but not in the ways that would bother people. This is more for like people who aren't reading this, which is I'm gonna assume a vast majority of people are not reading this. So if you this is the last book we're gonna talk about. If you are reading this and you don't want to be spoiled, here's the point where you cut out now. But so in this book, we have the reappearance of Dr. Hank McCoy, good guy beast. And how they go about it, I actually thought was really ingenious. And so like basically what happens is Beast has been cloning himself. Like he's a bad dude, right? He's been cloning himself. He has all these different clones. Well, at one point, a couple issues ago, they kind of took down one of Beast's main places where he was, one of his main bases of operations. And during that, they captured, and they didn't, we never saw it until now, but she kind of was saying, "You're gonna be mad, Wolvie, that I did this." So they captured a Beast clone, but it was like in the early stages of being developed, hadn't had its brain algorithms put in yet, right? And through some shenanigans and someone pulling some storylines from a long time ago, they were able to find a for better lack of explaining it, they were able to find like Beast's brain and what he was like, who he was, all the way back in 1998, or maybe it was 95. They quoted some New Defenders run or something like that, and that during that New Defenders book was when Beast had put all of his brain and information into this computer. Anyways, like convoluted as that sounds, it's using old existing storylines that have already happened, which is super cool. Bringing it back, like, okay, we've got the Beast from the old, an old Beast, and the reason that they did this is because they just can't stop Beast, right? And so the X-Force is thinking that maybe the best way to stop Beast is with another Beast. And so this is like a test to see, can they make this, will he be good or will he turn evil like he has? Is that kind of something that's buried within Beast? You know what I'm saying? Something that he's always going to turn evil no matter what you do. Eventually he will, which Wolverine is kind of convinced that that's the case, right? But there are other members of X-Force who aren't so convinced and want to give Beast a chance. So they give this new Beast a chance, and they start off, and he like I said, I'm gonna spoil this. He like breaks out of where they have him held captive, and you're like, oh no, he's gonna turn bad again. And this is like nearing the end of the issue. Well, he gets and right as soon as he breaks out, he goes directly to like a console, and a computer console at the X-Force secret hideout in Alaska, or it's on the North Pole, I think, or South Pole, somewhere, Antarctica. I think that's what they said. Anyways, so he gets and he starts, Beast hacking through, and he wants to see what the other Beast did. And we get some inner dialogue from Beast as well, which I won't fully spoil. But needless to say, he seems like he's a good Beast. And at the end of the issue, he stumbles upon this computer where he's able to then see, what did the other version of me do that everyone's so afraid that I'll do too? And as he finds what the other Beast did, it brings him to tears. And from that point, he he's just bursts into action, from what it seems from my perspective, bursts into action and runs out into the wilds of Antarctica to make his way to wherever he thinks the evil beast is. Kind of like, in my opinion, I think he's on a mission now to stop himself. And we have good beast back. I think that's what's going on, guys. And I'm super stoked about it. It's just the art on it too, like he was so like 90s beast. I'm so down for it. I do hear that, you know, there's inklings that we're kind of getting a relaunch of X-Men after this whole end of an era and Krakoa ending, and I gotta admit, guys, I'm pretty excited about it. Like, if we could get a semblance of a good team on X-Men, written by somebody good and drawn by somebody good, and left to its own to go off and tell stories for 30 issues, I would definitely be happy. So that's what I have today, guys. That's what I got this week. As always, if you guys did watch this far into the video and like this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe, help spread me out like peanut butter. See you guys next time, and have a great day.